Back with another episode, Digital Discourse. We got Mr. Too Much himself. What the fuck is Thraxx? My man Lizzle. How you doing today, man?
What's up, man? How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
Man, chilling, man. We been supposed to do this.
Facts.
Been supposed to do this, you know what I'm saying?
Been supposed to link up, but schedules and all. You're a busy man. I'm a
Couldn't
busy
get the
man.
logistics right, so.
Yeah. I've been listening to Thraxx all day, though. Now that I knew I was going to do this. Back when Thraxx first hit, I remember I was in PG.
Okay.
Big boy bands, and we on it. Especially we.
That's
on
one of my. Oh no, we on it. Yeah, I be forgetting about. I be forgetting about the early shit. Like we on it, but like big boy bands, bro. Like
that was your favorite jump.
Not my favorite, but it was when big boy bands is when literally I think Flock was locked up, but everybody was just so together. Like it was. You know what I'm saying? It was when niggas first started making music. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to say Flock got on it when he came home. I could be mistaken. I'm not sure, but yeah, I fuck with big boy bands. Listen to it now. The quality is horrible, but it's
Facts.
like it didn't matter back then because nobody's shit was good. You know what I'm saying?
Fact. And it don't. I feel like if you heard it back then and you was fucking with it,
it
back
was cool
then,
to you.
It's still hit now.
Yeah,
but if it was a first run now, I'd be like, what the fuck is this?
But yeah, some records I be wishing they sounded up to par right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing.
Y'all probably should remaster.
Yeah, some of them I would remaster for sure.
What was life like back then? Y'all was young and lit, and I mean lit.
Bruh. It was all going quick. Like it was everything was and is still just shit just goes, you know what I'm saying, goes so fast. Like I just said before we start recording, like we spoiled as far as artistry, as far as making music, bro. Like Thraxx and the niggas who was a part of Thraxx, me and whoever else are spoiled artists, bro. I'm talking about like no negative feedback. Girls screaming for all types of shit just off your first couple records. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't supposed to be like that. Like, you need niggas to tell you some shit. You need certain shit to happen, you know what I'm saying, when you first making music. So I think that played a part in shit. Just niggas getting too much praise. Like,
how did it affect you like now?
I mean, I don't try to put out nothing unless it's up to par. So, I mean, the only negative feedback I'll get from people is like my real supporters who are not happy with how I'm going about shit or the amount or the rate I'm dropping shit. But, I mean, would I say it affected me? Not really. It probably made me want to put out the best product I could to keep the praise going. You know what I'm saying?
So what you mean by y'all spoiled then?
Because when you coming out the gate with music, you supposed to, like I said, you supposed to have negative feedback. Like negative feedback is gonna help you if you good with constructive criticism. Everybody not good with constructive criticism, but we wasn't getting no negative feedback, just all positive. Just you know what I'm saying? Oh shit, your shit crank, your shit like that, your shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But. So what I said, I don't think it really affected niggas. I would say later on it affected niggas because it was a compound of shit. It wasn't just you get this praise and then nothing after that. It's more records, more, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that. No, I feel that for sure.
Yeah.
What you feel like the whole, like being in Thraxx that whole time, what did that teach you about teamwork?
Teamwork make the dream work. The most cliche shit you could ever say. But it's so true because it's like if you're a part of a group and niggas, it's not really spoken on, but everybody has to agree on the leader. Whether we talking about sports, whether we talking about a job, niggas gotta agree. It gotta be a consensus. Like it could be niggas that don't even fuck with this nigga, but all right, that's the leader. That's the nigga that's about to make these choices. You know what I'm saying? So what it taught me about teamwork is,
Well, go back to the leader part. Was that something like? Was that an issue y'all had? Like it was too many decision makers, like too many Indians, not enough, too many chiefs, not enough Indians, type of thing.
No, I would say people that was trying to lead, everybody wasn't receptive to them being the leader.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because of outside noise and you know what I'm saying, just how they're perceived within the music shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, like I said, if niggas not agreeing that this is the leader, shit ain't going. the nigga could try to lead as much as he want. You know what I'm saying? The shit ain't it ain't gonna go how it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? So.
Nah, I feel that makes sense. That makes sense. Getting into your individual success, because the whole tape was fire, but Too Much, clearly that was the one. They still play that junk today, for real. Like
yeah, I know. People send me that shit all
that
the
shit's
time.
still
bro.
in rotation.
Like people would just send me this shit. I'll write back like, "Oh, where you at?" You know what I'm saying? They'll tell me where they at and shit. But yeah, it's like I've come to like, all right. So a lot of people don't know when I first started making music, I was with Who Kid.
Okay.
So DJ Who Kid is he was G Unit first DJ.
Okay.
So you got to think, like I just told you, shit moving so fast.
Yeah.
One of the first conversations I ever had was with 50 Cent.
Damn.
And he like, man, I fuck with the record. He like, bro, I know he was like, well, this wasn't at a time where I was tired of the record, but he was like, man, it's gonna come a time you ain't gonna fuck with that record. He like, he was like, do you think I fuck with In the Club? I'm like, I mean, nigga, it's In the Club. Like, probably he like, man, I hate that record. He was like, but do I do it? Do I perform it? Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that was one of the first, you know what I'm saying? That record was crazy though, you know what I'm saying? So many people like was upset or not upset, but people was confused. They didn't know what was going on as far as the song not being mine no more. So they thinking, like, it's been so many different stories that I've heard about myself, you know what I'm saying? But they like, why the fuck would you do this? Like, this makes no sense. Why are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? So I sum it up for you. So what happened was, the real reason that all this shit even came to fruition, a lot of people don't know this. So rest in peace, C. Diddy, we was out Hampton. We made Thraxx's first tape, Trilluminati, out Hampton. We was staying we wasn't in the Harbors. We was somewhere else. I don't know where we was at. If you went to Hampton, you know where the Harbors at. Shout out to Hampton, man. I love Hampton, man. Damn.
Some memories.
Yeah, I love Hampton and Howard, man. So we recorded the first tape. Well, we was in the process of recording Thraxx's first tape, but our tape had dropped. Like right when we might have got to Hampton, our tape might have dropped like 2 or 3 days before that. So people really don't know this. Like, it's everything in life is only because of like cause and reaction. So without this one event happening, this song don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? This song don't do what it do. None of these things happen for the group, for anybody. So maybe our second day out Hampton, I wake up and shit just going crazy. Like, bro, I'm talking about, I wake up like shit is going I'm talking about insane. Like every social media junk, like Vine's still out at this time. So the shit is going insane. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I knew the record was cool because when the night we put it out, Fat Trail was like really fucking with the record. I'm talking about this the first night we put it. We was at Mid-East. Okay. If you've been in this music shit, you know where Mid-East is. Out fucking, I don't know, Alexandria, Arlington or something. There's videos of this shit. Trail was fucking with this record. We might have ran this bitch back like 7 times, bro. We was playing them. We was letting them hear the whole song. But mind, if you remember, that song is the last song. So we might have ran that bitch back like 8 times. He wanted to get on that joint right then and there, but it ain't really make sense. So we put the record out. Damn, where was I?
You was at how all this started in Hampton.
Oh yeah, all right. So I wake up and shit going crazy. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know what's happening. I get on Vine. My man, Lil Marcus. I'm talking about my little man. This is my little man. Like, I love this nigga like a brother. Chico A. He played. Well, he not with the Steelers no more, I don't think. Or he might still be with the Steelers.
I know who you talking about.
So he got a huge following. Like huge. Like at this time on Vine, this nigga was going crazy on Vine. He might not even have went to Penn State yet. This nigga, this might have been his 11th or 12th grade year. But I'm talking about he going crazy on Vine. If you remember Vine only 6 seconds. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? He made a Vine to the joint. So I see the Vine, I'm like, oh shit. I look at the comments, I'm like, oh shit. I run to YouTube. Every comment is, I'm here from Chico A. Who else here from Chico? I'm here from Chico. I'm like, oh shit, this shit about to go stupid. So from that point on, that shit just went crazy.
Oh, so he blew it up.
He's the reason it blew up.
Yeah, okay.
Lil Marcus blew it up. Without Lil Marcus posting that 6-second Vine, nobody ever hears the record for real. I mean, they was fucking with it at some local stations. Like I said, Trail was fucking with it. A couple people was fucking with it. People don't know. That joint wasn't going to go on the tape. Like, niggas was telling me, like, fuck you, bro. This shit suck. We is not putting this shit on the tape. I'm like, damn, bro, please, bro, put this joint on the tape, bro. I swear to God, bro. I really fuck with this joint, bro. Like, Lil Rico helped me write that joint. Like, I'm like, bro, please just put this joint on there. So that's why it's the last record.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, the joint going crazy from there. So I think we might have dropped that tape. I don't know, maybe October. I don't remember. So what happened was the person that made the beat, we had somebody representing us, but it was so many hands in the pot. Like, it was different niggas representing Thraxx. It was different niggas going different places saying they representing Thraxx. Like, this is, you know what I'm saying, a time where Flock is still within the group, still associated with the group, whatnot. Mm-hmm. So, people that don't, if you don't know, the record industry, the music industry shuts down right after Thanksgiving. It's the only time these people see their family. The record industry shuts down from Thanksgiving until the first week of January, like maybe January 6th. So anything you want to drop, Christmas, anything you want to, all that shit got to be in before Thanksgiving. So Atlantic calls me before Thanksgiving, like, hey, fuck with the song, da-da-da-da-da-da. So I'm going back and forth with and shout out to Atlantic. I don't got no ill will, you know what I'm saying? They did what record labels do. Mm-hmm. So the first people that was supposed to be, the first artist that was supposed to be on the record was me and Thug. It was just gonna be me and Thug. That's it. Yeah. Okay. Me and Thug. That's it. So I'm like, all right, cool. But they wanted Thug to do the hook. I'm like, man, let me stay on the hook. Like, I'm pleading with them at this point. Like, they're like, man, if we gonna spend this money, you not our artist. Da 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 da. So I'm like, all right, fuck. So they like, all right, well, we gonna try to sort some shit out, and we gonna get back in contact with you. So January rolls around. I haven't talked to Atlantic. Phone ring, it's Atlantic. I don't even remember. I think I might have been in a barbershop or something. They're like, hey, yeah, what's going on? Happy holidays. Hope everything all right. So we have the record, we got the beat, so this is what we planning on doing with it. So I'm like, what you mean you got the beat? They like, we got the beat. The beat is ours. So I'm like, nah, no way. So I'm like, let me call you back. Call the nigga that made the beat. I'm like, bro, did you give this beat to Atlantic? He was like, yeah. Your man, me, Atlantic, and your manager, that shit was already squared away. Like, you not hip? I'm like, what? Like, I wasn't hip. I'm like, oh my fucking God. So I get back on the phone with Atlantic. They tell me they already did a deal with the producer. They asking me I ain't gonna say the nigga name on here, but they asked me, do he represent you? I'm like, oh my God. So this is the nigga that did this slimy, weird ass shit. He's the nigga that created Thraxx. Okay. Thraxx was never supposed to be music. Thraxx was supposed to be like a fashion house, a multimedia company. It was supposed to be way more than music, but music just popped off first. Okay. So I'm telling them that the nigga don't represent Thraxx and blase, 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 but they like, well, we got the beat. This is what we gonna do with it. Q is our artist. We just signed him however long ago. He got this OG Bobby Johnson song. We need another record for him. So we gonna give him this record. I'm like, all right, put him on the record, but I need to stay on the hook. It's not gonna make sense if I don't stay on the hook. So they're like, no, you're not signed to us. He's our artist. We need to try to make this work for him. So I'm like, man, this shit don't make sense. But the nigga kept it a buck with me. He like, bro, if we want to be technical, we doing you a courtesy by even reaching out to you. We can just put him and Trey on this joint and rock. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. So people don't know, I got 65% of that record. That's just like unheard of. Like, nigga might get, because it's two sides to a record. You got your publishing side, and then you got your I don't know what writing side. And then you got the publishing and the writing side. So I'm like, all right, I might as well take what I can get. So boom, I hear the record, I'm like, all right, you know, it's cool, but I'm like, I mean, in my head, I'm like, I still need to be on the hook. My manager at the time, Chef, he fighting for me to be on the hook. It just only makes sense for me to stay on this hook. So boom, they put the song out, the nigga on the hook. The DJ's fucking with it, but a lot of the DJs that's already heard this record heard my version. So they wasn't trying to fuck up they set or they rotation. They already been playing my version.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of DJs wasn't too receptive to it. The record was doing good. So maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks after the record came out, Atlantic came to us and was like, man, y'all need to tell the DJs in your market to stop playing your version. You need to play our version. You need to play the Q version. So me and Chef telling them like, we can't force these niggas to play a version that don't make sense.
Facts.
We already tried to tell y'all to, you know what I'm saying, leave me on the hook. So we did, what happened? What I was about to say? Oh yeah, so the nigga Q, he cool. Like a lot of y'all probably don't remember the nigga. Like he had the song OG Bobby Johnson. That's on a banger. Like
Facts.
OG Bobby Johnson, you could play that shit right now. Like I don't even know who made that beat. That shit is impeccable. That shit crank. He came down here. We met the nigga at Georgetown. We ended up having a show, like off New York Avenue. I don't remember where. The nigga was cool as shit though. Like he wasn't no weirdo nigga. Like we even talked about it. Like he like, yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? It's your record. Da 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 da. But yeah, I cannot fucking escape that song, man. Like I've already come to the realization like that joint is a DMV staple, so it's gonna be here. Like DJs are gonna just throw it in. People are gonna play it at cookouts. Like it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But that's the crazy and good thing about music, and that's why I've tried to build my catalog as much as I can and keep building it because music is gonna be here when I'm gone. Like you know what I'm saying? These songs and interviews, all this shit gonna be here when I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So you try like leaving your legacy to a certain extent, especially if you can reach certain levels within your field. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that makes sense. That sum it all up. And I remember back then because it was like you said, it was a lot of rumors. I heard you had got like 4,000 or like 7,000.
Yeah, like I've heard I got 150,000. Like niggas was trying to come rob me. I done heard like they took the song from me. Like so, like a lot of people was like, the DMV got one. So why the fuck would this nigga do this dumbass shit? You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that it wasn't me. Like I had to make the best with what the defense was giving me. You know what I'm saying? Like because I could have said fuck y'all, went on a tirade, and then I'm no good. I got nothing. You know what I'm saying? So had to do what I had to do. But yeah, man, I can't. Like I said, I can't escape that record at all, man. Like it just is what it is. It's a DMV staple. It's one of the first DMV hits for real. Like I wouldn't put Wale, because Wale is more not polished, but Wale been had deals like he been was signed and shit like that. So I would say it's one of the first DMV underground hits that was like you hearing niggas cars, like you know what I'm saying, like you hearing it in every party, like you know what I'm saying.
I would compare that to that little swipey jump.
Right. Like I would say, like we was just talking about this shit up not the other day, but this was probably a minute ago. I would say as far as DMV underground hits that is like a staple, like never going away. I would probably say Will, Pull Up, Hop Out. I would probably say like you said, the swipey joint. I would say 2. I don't know what that Fat Trail. It's a Fat Trail freestyle that I would say is like a DMV staple for real. You know what I'm saying? Like Shy Glizzy, White Girl, like those is DMV staples. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. What's something you wish you knew like before that song blew up?
Something I wish I knew.
Like on the business side, how to move.
Probably just how important relationships are. I ain't really realized how important like relationships are. Very, 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 very important. So I would say how important relationships are. Get
into that a little bit. Like what relationship you could have probably did something about that could have protected you a little bit or something.
Nah, just building, like, all right, I won't say relationship. As far as I would say, building your network is super important because it's certain people that I was around that I'm not around now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if I would have kept them, it would have been nothing to have them in my network and keep them in my network. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm saying more so not realizing how important networking is and keeping in contact with people is. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit can change shit for you if you do it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Is there something you could, like if you had to give a artist who was in your position at the time advice, is there something you could have done to protect yourself? So you wasn't even in that Atlantic situation? How they did you?
I would say, I mean, because labels are slimy regardless. I would say more so. Then I don't know the name of the book. Kevin Gates' wife was just talking about it. I would say read this one book, like so you can know everything you need to know, because it's shit is simple, but if you don't know it, you know what I'm saying, you gonna fuck up. So I would say probably know the ins and outs of how people get paid and make a living off music, and also just build your network. Like, don't be scared to network with people. Like, if people trying to network with you, build your network. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. During that time period, did it teach you something about friendships and relationships?
Yeah, definitely. I would say you gotta know how to decipher friends from associates. You know what I'm saying? And not even just friends from associates. You just gotta realize that business and friendships, like they say, another cliche saying, like, it really don't mix. Like, it's not too many ways where business and friendship mix. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many examples throughout history of people starting in business together and not finishing, because that shit is delicate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a delicate thing as far as dealing with friends and people you really fuck with, and people who, you know what I'm saying, know your family, and people that you know what I'm saying, care about, trying to do business. Because at the end of the day, business got to make sense. So if somebody you love and care about is doing shit detrimental to the business, you know what I'm saying, how do you go about that without fucking up the relationship? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say.
I get that.
Yeah.
In hindsight, what you think was your biggest waste of time?
Damn.
Because I know you had distractions on distractions and all of that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Biggest waste of time would probably be not realizing sooner that all the that's way too far of a rabbit hole. I was about to start talking about how
Shit, get into
I
it.
see it's too much of a rabbit hole. But
Okay.
like music, I see music as a math equation. But I was gonna say something that I realized I waste a lot of time is not realizing how you should go about studio time. Like, you should never go, I mean, unless you just got your in-house setup to where it's unlimited. It don't matter how many hours you know what I'm saying, do your thing. Then it's different. But if you buying, or you on a plan, or you spending some type of money on studio time, you need to be super efficient. Like, super efficient. Like, no time don't need to be wasted in the studio. That's why if you smoke, get a studio where you can smoke in. If you drink, if whatever you need for the studio, it shouldn't be no breaks or time in the studio where you waiting for somebody to come bring you your vices. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna have girls in the studio, that's cool. But if that's something that's gonna distract you, don't have them. If you paying for only if you paying for the studio time. If you paying for the studio time, you need to be as efficient as you can, get as much done as you can. That's what I would say I wasted time on. Because I've definitely had sessions where niggas did nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel that. Honestly, you look like you was about to get into a nice little thought with the rabbit hole shit in the math equation. If it ain't too far, you can go ahead and open up on what that was about to be.
like, all right, so Kanye he sees music as art. Like, he sees it as a painting and shit. So I just look at it as like a simple ass math equation. Like, how can I explain it? Like hook plus beat plus bridge. Maybe you need to divide, put the, you know what I'm saying, put a second bridge right here. Maybe you need to let the beat play right here. I just look at it like a math equation. At the end of it, it needs to all make sense. But if you've been on Pro Tools or Logic or any of these things, you know that this shit damn near is a math equation when you really getting into the mixing and mastering and the frequencies and the tenths of a second and shit like that, taking out the breaths and shit like that. So yeah, it's just, I always, when I'm listening to music, but when I'm making music, I look at it as an equation, like a math equation that I'm trying to solve.
Okay, I get you. I record all this on Pro Tools.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, see, I'm on Logic. I never.
Okay.
I mean, when I go to people's studios, they use Pro Tools, but I'm just Logic.
What y'all make the first tape on? Y'all was on Logic?
Logic.
Okay.
I've been using Logic since I started.
Okay. Now I heard good things about Logic, but
Logic cool. It's like it's a more advanced garage band. Like it's garage band on steroids type shit.
Let's see. All right. Next question would be, how you feel about the DMV rap scene today? I don't really see much creativity personally. I feel like everybody rap like Flock for real.
I mean, but with the DMV rap scene, the only thing is like, even if you go past the DMV rap scene, like even with the shit we wear and the shit we do, like every other place tries to be like the DMV. Like that's why, like when Soulja Boy was taking Gunu flow, I'm like, bro, I'm like, it never fails. Like niggas wanna be like niggas from here, cause it's like I ain't gonna say we the, you know what I'm saying, we the top of the mountaintop, but I would say we do shit the right way. Like we don't dress crazy. We don't really make no crazy ass music. Like DMV flow is being used in so many other states. That shit that made it in London, England. But as far as the DMV rap scene, I would say right now it's kind of at a standstill. Like if you want to be technical, the DMV rap scene is not at a standstill because it's like, to me it depends on who people consider the DMV rap scene. Because if you are we talking about people that are still here or people that are gone?
All inclusive for real.
Because if you're talking about people that are gone, the DMV rap scene not too bad. I mean, I really don't want to be. I never want to include Wale because he's like gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like Rico, Corday, you got Nucci, Front Porch. I know that's not really. Yeah, that's a platform, but you know what I'm saying? Nucci is still an artist, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So many different, you know what I'm saying? You got Pinky, you got female rappers. But I mean, I know what you mean. I know what you're saying as far as like lacking creativity, because it's like, who can you say is really different? Well, if you're talking about the trap or the drill DMV scene, it's not too many people that's different. Everybody kind of sound the same. The only nigga I would say KP sounds different.
Okay. I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, KP Skywalker, he sounds different. Who else? Tay-Dog sounds different. Not too many niggas. So I mean, I understand what you're saying. Not too many niggas sound different in this shit. But like I said, a lot of people bite the shit we do.
I feel like.
And take it and run with it. Because not that they know that we don't all, like, the DMV really don't fuck with each other. Like, niggas could try to put on like a facade, not a facade. Like, niggas try to fuck with each other, but niggas really don't fuck with each other like that. Like, it's some DJs that's trying to bring people together and shit like that, but for the most part, niggas don't fuck with each other like that. If it was real unity, like, I don't want to say Detroit.
It'd be like Atlanta.
Yeah, if it was real like Atlanta unity, but see, you got to think it's gonna be hard for it to be Atlanta unity because there's no big dogs in music that are from here, that live here, that try to curate shit for the DMV. None.
And that's what you think is missing?
Not the only thing, but that's missing though. It's no, you gotta think what OG nigga that's a radio host or that's at the radio, or you know what I'm saying, that has a label or then put people on that's from the DMV. Like that infrastructure and shit like that is in Cali, is in Georgia, like you said, you know what I'm saying, in New York, shit like that. So I would say most people, as far as our scene, you kind of gotta leave for it. You gotta make people miss you. If you leave and make them miss you, they gonna fuck with your shit even more. You know what I'm saying? For some reason. But that would probably be that way for a nigga from Boston or a nigga from wherever. You know what I'm saying? When you leave and they see that you gone, that make people have a different kind of connection to you. Like, oh, I know that nigga, you know what I'm saying? Or I was here with him when he was only doing such and such. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he here now. You know what I'm saying? So Yeah.
Okay.
The scene is thriving, but it is stagnant to a certain extent because everybody is trying to sound like somebody else to a certain extent for real.
I feel that. I feel that. Earlier you was talking about Flock, and you was like, that's back when he was associated with Thraxx.
Right.
So get into that a little bit. Like, what's your relationship with him? Was he in Thraxx? Was he separate?
Oh yeah, nah, we all good. I probably ain't talked to Flock in probably like, I don't know, probably like 3 weeks. I talked to him recently. I ain't talked to him in a brick though. 3-4 weeks. Yeah, when it all first started, he was in Thraxx. We both was, you know what I'm saying? Me, him, Freakshow, FP. It really started, people don't know. The group Thraxx started, it was just 3 people. Me, Flock, and Freakshow. That was it. A lot of different events and things happened, you know what I'm saying, to where the music part of it grew. But when it first like we had a photo shoot. Like, I don't know where the picture's at now, but we had a first Thraxx photo shoot. It was just us 3. Like, that was gonna be the group. And I wish, like, I love niggas in Thraxx. Like, don't get me wrong, but I wish I could have seen where that group would have went with just us 3. You know what I'm saying?
Saying that, I was like, damn, that's John like all they needed,
bruh. Because niggas don't know, like, Freakshow is probably like
he a dog.
One of the top DMV artists, I would say, that never dropped a tape ever. Like, and he got the tape somewhere, I don't know where it's called. Welcome to the Freakshow. This shit is so hard. Like, this nigga was writing and contributing to so much of our shit. Like, I used to beg this nigga to drop a tape. Like, people used to be asking me, like, when Freakshow dropping the tape? Like, that nigga the truth, man. That nigga really, he need to get back out there, man, for real.
Nah, I got shit still on Spin Rilla, like his solo Jones. I was looking forward to that tape.
Nah, that nigga, he was on some different shit, bro. That's what I'm saying. He was writing records. He was giving niggas a lot of shit, bro. Giving niggas a lot of beats, making beats for niggas. Like, that nigga was doing a lot of that shit that he wasn't getting credit for, bro. And niggas was recording out of his crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, forever grateful to that nigga because we would, like, against us being spoiled, we wasn't paying for studio time. It was niggas coming around us like, bro, what the fuck? Rico got a fucking studio, y'all not paying? Nah, like, we recording for free. You know what I'm saying?
Man, shout out to Freakshow.
Nah, for sure.
That's solid. Last question on the music. What's your view on chasing the music career at a certain age?
I would say, if it's not yielding anything, like if it's damn near a waste of your time, or it's damn near cutting into you being able to live a comfortable life, or you doing certain things within your life, I would say maybe chill. But then on the other hand, it's like 2 Chainz and all these other niggas done struck gold when they was 35, 30, you know what I'm saying? Whatever age they was. So it's like, you can't really tell a nigga that, you know what I'm saying? You, like, Finesse 2 Times. I don't know how old a nigga is. I know he not 23, you know what I'm saying? So, I would say that's a tough question because it literally only take one and some momentum for a nigga to go crazy, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even gonna matter his age. How old was Dolph when niggas first start fucking with Dolph?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a tough question because it really depends on if you broke, if you fucked up at a certain age, I would say ain't no point. But if you maintaining and you doing shit the right way and you still got bread coming in and you trying to do this shit, I would say, you know what I'm saying, do your thing because you never know. But also it's like it's hard because if you like you might just be trash. So it's like even if it's a hobby, like how much, like, you can't tell somebody don't do their hobby.
Facts.
But if somebody is aspiring to do certain things, it's like, hey, your shit trash. It's like, how much better you gonna get later on if you trash?
Yeah, I get.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess at the end of the day, just evaluate your situation and just be real with yourself.
Right. Facts.
Okay.
100%.
All right, getting off the rap questions.
Okay.
What's something that people don't really know about you?
Some people really don't know about me is I'm not from the DMV. Well, I'm from the DMV, but I was born in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. A lot of people don't know that. I moved to the DMV. I moved to DC when I was going into the third grade.
Okay.
Going into the third grade, fourth grade, I moved to DC. A lot of people don't know. Yeah, I moved to the South Side, on Massachusetts Avenue. I used to go to what's her name? I used to go to Watkins Elementary School. A lot of people don't know that. I went to Payne. I only went to Payne Elementary for like summer school and shit like that, like aftercare and shit like that. But yeah, a lot of people don't know I moved to DC when I was like in the third, fourth grade.
Give me something like something you do now, something you interested in that people wouldn't ever suspect.
Some I'm interested in now that people would never suspect. Sports betting, but people would if you follow me, if you follow me, you already know like my shit be trying to be on some damn near professional type shit with that shit.
You really be hitting like that?
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think I've ever met a person who green.
Well, my shit not all green, but
yeah. I'm talking about like the P&L for the whole time you've been.
Oh no. My shit maybe. I'm up. I know I'm up on FanDuel and DraftKings. I know. Okay. Yeah, I know I'm up on FanDuel and DraftKings for sure. Like for sure.
Going crazy.
Yeah. So I would say probably sports betting.
Okay.
Probably sports betting, and I got a company that I'm working on that people probably not hip to, but they'll be hip to it soon. It's a multimedia company, Sheets and Funnel TV.
Okay. What was that? You want to get into what that's gonna be, or you kind of saving?
It's gonna be, it's gonna be multifaceted. It's gonna be, think of it more so like a Barstools, but Barstools is more so just betting in sports. This would be music, events, sports betting. You know everything. What I'm saying? Entertainment, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Anything. Yeah. Kind of like how Thraxx started, I guess.
Interviews, whole bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Nah, that's good luck with that. That's good.
Man, appreciate it.
When it comes to women, what you look for in them if you gonna take them seriously?
Man, if I'm gonna take them seriously, I don't got kids yet, so I would say no kids. But a lot of women I be running into at least be having like one.
We at that age.
Yeah, facts. So I would say no kids. But I would also not just on no bird shit, like not looking up to like niggas' baby mothers and shit, and not like, oh, Meg did a challenge, I'm about to shake my ass when I get off work. I'm gonna get in a thong and shake my ass on Instagram. Like women that have their own identity, that aren't trying to get validation and shit like that.
Facts. That's all of us, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't really think they get it.
Bro, this Meg challenge, I'm like, but this is my only thing with women that I be wondering. Like, you don't got no family on the internet? Like, you don't got no family on the internet. You shaking your ass in your drawers on the internet, and you don't got no family on the internet? Nobody's gonna say nothing about this? Or the ones that, like, shake their ass, or you could twerk and do all that, but, like, having your kids on your page and still, like, being naked on your page is just so weird to me. Like,
nah, I feel
that shit is, I be feeling bad for the kids. Like,
I be having them same thoughts, for real.
Yeah, like, you got your son on your page, but, like, you're naked on the next picture. That's fucked up, bro.
Nah, this shit's kind of wild.
But that's the times we in right now. Like, yeah, the pandemic and the silhouette challenge. That's where people don't realize. That's where all this shit came from. Without the silhouette challenge, a lot of women don't make an OnlyFans. A lot of women don't start doing amateur fucking porn, bro.
Damn, I ain't pieced that together. I guess that
they got so much attention from that silhouette challenge. They was in the house bored. They started working remote. Make an OnlyFans for some extra bread.
That shit crazy.
Nah, bro. It's gonna be movies and shit on OnlyFans in like 10 years, bro. How that shit fucked up people, bro.
I mean, I'm sure they're gonna make a COVID movie. They got to. That shit is such a big thing.
Think about how many babies was made during COVID.
Yeah. And the last guest I had on here, one thing he pointed out, because I asked him about women too, he was like, with all the shit that happened in the last 4 years, if you still think the same, I can't fuck with you. And I'm like, that's just deep.
Damn.
Yeah. A lot of shit that went down these last couple years.
A lot is an understatement.
Yeah. Definitely gonna be a movie. Definitely gonna be in a history book.
Facts.
Let me see. In your personal life, you done had with all the money, the music, the groupies, all that, I'm sure you done had some situations. Have you ever had to confront one of your boys for doing something weird?
Nah, not one of my boys. I mean, I've had to confront a nigga, but not nobody like niggas I fuck with, bro. Cause I'm this way with niggas I don't fuck with, like niggas I don't even know. Like, I'm not trying to mess with nobody, girl. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm not trying to break up no happy homes, nothing. Like, even if you gotta do and y'all just wanna break, like, I'm not trying to do none of that shit, cause that shit could go left so quick. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So one time I would say that always stick out to me is I was with a young lady. She cool as hell. Like, we ain't never did nothing. You know what I'm saying? She cool as hell. Like, respectful young lady. So I end up taking her to the studio. So the next day, she sent me like all these screenshots of this nigga that we not cool, but I mean we not close, but we cool. So I'm reading them. I'm like, damn, like what the fuck, like nigga, like you in the studio. When the fuck you start going to the studio? You with this nigga? Da, 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 da. I'm like, damn, bro. Like this the first time I ever like had seen somebody like dirty Mac or talking down. Like I'm not going into details of what the nigga was saying. Like the nigga was going crazy. Like I'm like, what the fuck? Like I thought this nigga fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But I was looking at this video the other day. Women, they've said like, so women are starting to say that us as men, we don't know, or we've never experienced our man's how he is when it's just him and just a woman, bro. Like niggas be totally different people when it's just them and a woman. So the girl was saying how like, yeah, your man cool, but that nigga weird when he by himself with women. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So you never know how niggas act when it's just them and a girl. You know what I'm saying? But if I fuck with you, bro, and it's even a joke that you fuck with or you used to fuck with, bro, I'm not gonna. It's too many women to even be. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when people be like, oh well, they messed with each other this long ago, but it's like it's so many people in the world. You shouldn't never have to fuck with nobody that your man's fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't have to. Like, some people do it. That's cool, but it's too many. Women outnumber us like 9-1 in the world, bro.
I feel you. I feel that. Well, that's pretty much all I had. My last closeout question is usually, if you had the attention of the world for 30 seconds, what would you say?
Damn. If I had the attention of the world for 30 seconds, I would say, people don't just go missing. All of this shit is crazy. We need to pay attention to all the shit that's going on in the near future. I don't know when. In the near future. Like I would say in the next year and a half to 2.5 to 3 years, niggas gonna wake up and their card's not gonna work. Apple Pay and all that shit is not gonna work. Niggas is gonna panic. I would say niggas need to gear up, get right with God, cause shit is fucked up, and they don't got nobody to run against, bro. So Trump probably about to be the president. So all the white people is about to be charged up, bro. They about to be doing super geeking ass racist shit, bro. These next 4 years, bro. It is what it is. There's nobody to run against this nigga. The nigga DeSantis from Florida, he can't beat Trump. It's fucked up, bro. Congress already said every state got to let the nigga run. He's the president.
Damn, seem like you know some shit.
Facts.
That was the closeout, but I do want to get in on what you was going with this whole credit card situation. And
niggas are gonna wake up one day, bro, and they're gonna try to use Uber, and they Apple Pay gonna decline, bro. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? They gonna go to their Wells Fargo app, all that shit gonna be down, bro. Shit gonna say 000.
Why you say that?
Bro, cause that's where we heading, bro. I'm telling you, like, electronic warfare is the only way they're gonna be able to get us, other than, you know what I'm saying, putting some shit in the sky, like when that balloon and all that shit was over Texas.
Yeah.
But the way they're gonna fuck America over, or try to, is electronically, bro.
Really? What you been looking at? Cause I pay attention to stuff like that, and I was watching this video about how old our electric grid is, and how it's vulnerable, and then
facts.
So that's what I think. Like, they want to get us, they got to come that way, or the psychological warfare with either TikTok or the.
Think about all the shit you can buy, bro. You could, bro. If you really wanted to, bro. If you really had beef with somebody, bro, you could buy this nigga almost his whole life, bro. You could buy his social, find out where he live, all that shit, bro. Like, it's technology is a very good thing, but it's also super, super fucked up. Like, right now, both our phones listening to everything we saying. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Facts.
We started talking about what car we would like to have. In 48 hours, that joint gonna start showing us ads for Carfax, bro.
Yeah.
It's just technology is. I don't know if it's catching up or what it's doing, but like once we start really using the robots and the machines in the police force and in the fast food and all that shit, it's gonna be super fucked up. It's gonna be fucked up, bro. Cause they doing it now already, like. It's going to come to a point where you're going to have to scan your face to go inside anywhere. Like, you just going to have to scan your face. If you got a warrant, you got anything, you no good. You can't walk in here.
I feel that. You worried about AI?
Yeah, because the better AI gets, how you going to be able to decipher the shit? The better AI gets, and somebody's able to call you with your mother voice crying, saying her car broke down and she need $500, you're going to send it.
Yeah.
So AI is scary for real, bro.
Nah, that shit it's only going to get better. You're right. I saw a porn with Rihanna. They just threw her face on another brown-skinned woman, and it was clearly fake, but it was very good. It was very good.
See how they did the Taylor Swift porn?
I never got to see him. They wiped that shit
off
the internet.
They just did Angel Reese porn. Like, they're lunching, bro. People are crazy. Really? That's why Congress is about to, like, Congress is about to stop that AI porn shit, bro.
Yeah, I hope they stop.
Because what's stopping them from just making an Obama porn? You know what I'm saying? Like, AI is not good. It's good, but it's not good. Like, I'm throwing a party tomorrow. I literally just said, hey, make me a caption for this party. Like, I use ChatGPT all the time.
Yeah. Oh, I use it daily, probably.
But should we rely on that shit?
I wouldn't say we at a place where we rely on it.
Like, all right, for example, my last mixtape I just dropped. It's an AI cover. Mm-hmm. I just typed in "girls waiting in line to get in club," and that's the first image, and I picked it. Yeah. Like, AI is crazy. So what's to stop a nigga on Fiverr to say, I'm charging $3 for mixtape covers?
Yeah. I tried that. Fiverr not sweet. They got like
Fiverr not sweet. You gotta build. If you get your, like, I haven't tried it, but I want to get on Fiverr as a songwriter.
Okay.
But it's so many. It's 100,000 niggas writing songs on Fiverr. So how do you make yourself stand out?
I tried to do the graphic design shit, and they make you do a qualifications thing. I don't know how songwriting was go, but I had to pretty much do a test to say I knew graphic design shit. I didn't even take it. Once I saw that, I was like, I ain't about to study. I was trying to do some quick AI shit.
Right.
So I was like, I ain't about to really study this.
Yeah, because my thing is, if you can do, like, all right, I can't say this on here, but if it's some AI that can do this one thing that I need AI to do, niggas could get some fucking money, man.
Okay.
Yeah. But that AI shit is a little scary because it's like, the AI cars, they don't stop. They kill every dummy they go in front of. Mm-hmm. Why don't the AI cars stop? The self-driving cars. They
What you mean
never
stop?
stop. When they do the test with the dummies, them don't run over every dummy.
Oh, I ain't never even seen these.
Yeah. So why don't the AI cars stop?
I don't know. I guess maybe you can't teach it fake people, maybe. I don't know. They got some kind of science to it.
I don't know. AI is a good thing, but it's like, I feel like people gonna be able to abuse it too crazy to where it's gonna be a AI for niggas signature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I feel it. We gonna see. That's all I got for you, brother. Appreciate you coming, man.
Hey, man, appreciate you, brother.
All right, we out.